Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Haaland! Sanchez herring after the ball here. Cleared away. Fofana. Pedro Neto. And he cuts out the supply. Gehi. Rodri. Matheus Nunes. Aim forwards. And Bernardo Silva! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Moved on forwards. Fofana. Cucurella. João Pedro. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Stones. Rodri. Stones. Cherki. Rodri. Driven forward. Well-timed, excellent interception. Played back in, tries a deft little ball. Stones is there, and he can get that clear. Cherki, over to the left. And here's Haaland. Fofana, forwards and with intent. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. That looks a good ball through. He's shooting! Pedro Neto. Pedro... And a chance! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
To the right, Semenyo. That's a good ball. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Fofana gets good distance on it. Stones. And here's Semenyo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Spread out to the left. Could move up a gear here. And he's managed to get free. Garnacho. Garnacho puts them all in. Calmly anticipates. Colwell. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. That has been knocked clear. And here's Neto. Gusto. Chance for a shot! It's Gusto. Stones with the clearance. And it's played forward. Semenyo. And he welcomes it in. And he's there to get it away. And it's Nunez. Semenyo. Rodri. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making it.
Takes a shot! Well, that's Garnacho. He's found the way through. Now it's João Pedro. João Pedro. Cleared without complication.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cherki. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And here's Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Whistle's gone, that's foul.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Bernardo Silva! Pedro Neto. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, perfectly measured that. What a throw in. And it's Palmer. Palmer. That has been cut short. It is a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. It'll be a throw-in. Nice physical challenge. Cucurella. Played out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Good ball, good... And he shoots! Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. And it's Fernandes. Fernandes. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Fernandes. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And here's Neto. Very nicely done. So who's he picking out? And here's Fernandes. Out to the right. Ball comes, it's a mighty effort! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Gently done. Haaland. Out to the left it goes. Showing good feet. And that's a Haaland! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
Haaland brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Matheus Nunes. Rodri. And it's played forward. Gusto cuts out the pass. Gehi. Cherki. Matheus Nunes. Semenyo. Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes shifted upfield. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Keeper's got good distance on that. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bernardo Silva. Palmer. Colwell, aim forwards. And here's Neto. Plays it out wide. Rodri, too strong for his opponent there. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland! They've scored! He just absolutely speared that in.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Oh, played through for the wide man. Now it's Semenyo. Oh, that's nice. Proves too strong. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pedro Neto. Well read, nice interception. Bernardo Silva. Muscular approach does pay off here, and he has been fouled there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's O'Reilly. That's tidy. And here's Doku. Doku. Colwell shifted upfield. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Fernandez. Gusto. Time to deliver. And it's made its way to him. Palmer. Rodri gets it clear. That's put paid to a promising move. Cherki. Now it's Doku. And here's Haaland. Takes a shot. Oh, denied brilliantly.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Spread out to the left. This is gone, that's a foul. Now, this is interesting. He has already had his name taken once. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Colwell. And it's Fernandes. Haaland. Oh, a delicate chip through. Fofana does really well to win the ball there. Colwell. And it's played forward. Palmer. Semenyo providing an outlet on that flank. He's got away. Haaland. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And here's Doku. And here's Haaland! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He's shifting through the gears here. Pedro Neto. Oh, that's neat. A chance to play it in. Fernandes chooses to go back. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Fofana played out towards the right wing. O'Reilly forwards and with intent. He is through here. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Doku tries across. Doku, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Succumbs to the pressure. O'Reilly wins the duel this time. Cherki. He's had a shot!
Cherki usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can though. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Over to the left. Can he finish? He wasn't that far away.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Gusto, gently done. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Cherki moved on forwards. Palmer shifted upfield. Stones. O'Reilly aimed forwards. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, for me, good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cherki. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, he's been flattened there. Now it's Pedro Neto. And they win it back again. Gehi. And here's Doku. Cherki. Spread out to the left. Doku. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Bernardo Silva! He's got plenty of space out wide here. Semenyo, great chance! Same again, same outcome.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're up in the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
They've played it short. Bernardo Silva. Cucurella tries to clear. And it's Bernardo Silva. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Doku. Cherki. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Palmer. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Palmer is offering a wry smile there.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Now it's Doku. Fernandez. João Pedro.
That's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Oh, some tackle that. Palmer. Now it's João Pedro. Dino Gittins tries a shot! And the second half is off to a flyer! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's played forward. Cucurella gets across to intercept that. And it's Palmer. Pedro Neto. Chance! Now it's João Pedro. Shot a goal! Now it's Semenyo. Played into space. Back into the middle. Tries to get it clear. And claimed it back swiftly. Nice control. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Semenyo played in. Fofana tries to clear. Caicedo forwards and with intent. Stones.
Well, I'm hoping for a nice open second half now. It's there to be won.
Now it's Doku. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Doku is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Pedro Neto. He has found a way through. Ah, such a clever touch. And that has been cleared. That's a throw. Palmer. Oh, it's come loose. Now it's Pedro Neto. That is lovely. Can he deliver? That's going to go a long way. Now it's João Pedro. Fernandes. Gusto. Now here's the delivery. There are a few waiting for it. Here comes another cross. Well, what's he giving here? Well, the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. As it comes. Doku. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Caicedo. And here's Palmer. Pedro Neto. O'Reilly does really well to win the ball there. Pedro Neto. Now it's Fernandes. We get a throw in. Fernandes delivered across. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Haaland, oh, good spread. Semenyo in acres of space out wide. Climbs up big! Well, the ball's come loose here. Fernandes played out to the left flank. And it's Palmer. Pedro Neto! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Pedro Neto actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
O'Reilly. Doku. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Palmer. Takes the shot! He's got to be in here! Oh, the referee's booking him here for a dive.
Listen, he can play the innocent as much as he wants, Peter, but it was fairly obvious to everyone here. He's got no hiding place.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
João Pedro, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Semenyo. He's found a way through. Haaland, aim forwards. Oh, nice touch. Doku. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And it's Palmer. Bino Gittins. Lovely feet. Cucurella. Cherki. Haaland tries to think it through. Semenyo. That's good play. Matheus Nunes. Oh, sweet feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Haaland. Rodri. Gusto. Fofana. Palmer. Caicedo. Cucurella. Gehi wins the duel this time. Haaland. Semenyo. Now it's Haaland.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Clearly not happy with that.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Gusto. Go in search of a late winner.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
O'Reilly gets over and intercepts. Cherki. Out to the left it goes. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Fernandes. Pedro Neto. That has found him in acres of space. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. And the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Oh, smashing header! And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Colwill. Palmer. And it's Palmer. And here's Neto, looking here to chip it through. And that has been clubbed away.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Caicedo. Colwill shifted upfield. Cucurella. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Gusto, gently done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Yehi moved on forwards. O'Reilly. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Foden. And here's Doku. Doku, that's a delicate pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Foden. And here's Haaland. Over to the left. Now, the less said about that pass, the better.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Semenyo.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Stones. Yehi. Stones played out to the left flank. O'Reilly. Pedro Neto. Foden. Look, there's no question that's a foul. Thinks one through. Lovely. And the shot! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So we have a breakthrough. Now, how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
By no Gittins. This could be their final throw of the dice. Back to the keeper they go. Fofana. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Pedro Neto. And it's Gusto. Matches Nunes, gets rid without sophistication. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Tim?